All right, I think it's working. I think it's on. The timer's working. All right. I always lean back and say, "Hi, everybody. Hi, how you doing?" I am glad to be here. I'm happy you guys are here. I am Jim Peck, and this is my homeroom for success. It is part of the Smart Start Challenge, which is something that I wrote and put together as a test for high school students. I am a high school English teacher. I usually teach freshman English. And over the years, I've had students that are frustrated and unhappy at school. And I decided this summer to work on something that would help them and challenge them to kind of step out of whatever that cloud is that they're in and really break through that, because there's an awesome world out here and it is yours and you need to go get it. So as high school students, I challenge students in my classroom, and I decided to write up this Smart Start Challenge, and I'm in the process of rolling it all out. And that's why I'm here every day on my homeroom. So here in homeroom, it's about just reminder that you need to focus a little bit every day on improving yourself. And when you do a little bit every day, it builds up and it kind of snowballs and it starts to get really strong and powerful. And so the earlier you are starting this, or the younger that you get started on improving yourself a little bit every day, the better chance you have to really have an amazing life ahead of you. Excuse me. So, that's the idea and kind of what the whole thing is about. And so in the challenge, I also teach world history, and I really love traveling around the world and seeing how different people live and different cultures and different religions and different ideas. Excuse me. So sorry, guys, I'm going to have to cut this short. I don't know what's wrong. The heater is on. I think it's drying out the air. So let me talk quickly. And actually, let me go turn off the heater. Hold on. Woo! Hot air blowing in my face. Maybe that's what it was. Okay. I'm back. And here's the part of why I'm back and why I wanted to make sure I could breathe and talk about stuff. So I was about to tell you, in the Smart Start Challenge, I really like to talk about history and learning from the past and different people's lives and different things that have happened in the past. And history repeats itself. And that if you can learn from the things that have happened in the past, you'll be in a better position to handle it when it comes up again. And so one of the things, and today, this is December 1st. We are now in the last month of the year, which is really exciting. And I had a thing cross my email this morning that I always look to see what happens in history. And today this caught my eye because I think it's kind of neat. The Ford Motor Company produced their first Model T car today in 1913. So that's 107 years ago. The first Model T car was made on the assembly line in Detroit, Michigan. So I find that awesome to just recognize and acknowledge that Ford Motor Company has been making cars for 107 years. That's phenomenal. And they've obviously been the leaders and the pioneers in the automotive industry. And I know that they've been doing a lot of work on the hybrid cars, and now they're trying to find alternative energy sources for vehicles. And, just that's really super cool. And living history, how at the time, only 107 years ago, the idea of putting things together on an assembly line was revolutionary. And Henry Ford was one of the first pioneers that lined up all of his workers on the line, and the car moved down the line rather than the people coming and going and working on the car. And that change up of production then really became known as the factory assembly lines, and really brought on the industrial age, and really this giant changes of economics and finances that happened in America back in the years after 1913, and how we had that boom of production and that great growth up through the early 1920s, and how that changing tide of money and production really came at the beginning on an anniversary today. So I say that thinking about and hearing about some of President-elect Biden's new ideas about manufacturing and about production of alternative fuel sources and environmental or green energy, and how we can have that balance of science and engineering and mathematics, and how that can be produced and rolled out into helping the country and helping the economy and helping workers and families, and helping everybody by building things. And how that just is really such a neat kind of a concept, because we're again on this transitional time now, shifting to the information age and the communication age. And so what's that going to do as we roll out production and as we roll out different technologies and different things across the span of the world? So kind of a fun day of history. And I see here, yes, the book. Let me show it once again here. I think my favorite fan is always watching this morning, which is this afternoon, which is fun. And so here is, I am super excited. Here's the challenge handbook, and it is available on Amazon. You can go over there and pick it up and follow along just with me here on the YouTube channel. I also have it available on my website. It's called askmspeck.com. You can go over there. I'm giving personalized coaching sessions for students going through the challenge. And if you want to get your one-on-one ticket for seating for that event, that's over on the website. So those are the two things that are happening here, and I'm hitting the road. The book's produced, everything is rolling out. I'm starting a book tour and the school tour and the websites, and everything's coming online, and the challenge is kicking off. So I'm super excited. And like I say, when you figure out how to make this all happen and figure out the plan, then working through the plan is pretty simple, and it's really exciting and rewarding because you're doing what you want to accomplish, And so just like Henry Ford back in the early 1900s, 1910, 11, 12, he had this idea of building this assembly line and building cars and figuring out ways to change the whole course of the world. And it all came from an idea and a plan and some basic just work through the process. So from Henry Ford today to who knows what's going to happen now in 2021. Super exciting. So this is the Smart Start Challenge. Thanks for coming by. I'm here every afternoon in my homeroom for success, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Same time, 3 o'clock here in Florida. Bye. I got work I got to go do.